is that? What cannot fit?
You can off it.
Okay. Hello. Hello, everybody. My name is Anobongo Person, and I'll be
Are we live?
Okay, just a little testing. It's echoing. Hello. Hello. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Anobongo Person, and today I will be moderating today's session on the culture of organization. And I have no other person but the founder of Akan Brown Studios with me, because as I promised you all before, we are bringing only the best to speak with you and ensure you learn about all the soft skills and all the additional information you would need to have even during your training with us at FTLD Zero Academy. So sit back, bring out your pens, your papers, your notepads, or whichever system you have to take down notes, because as usual we will be sharing all the information you need. Welcome to you all once again. Before we get started, I would like to go over who Akan Brown, sorry, who Akan Idaresit is. Are you guys hearing? We are going live in 7 minutes. Why? Please, I have everything on standby. After I finish like talking about the whole session, introducing all of them, get their pens and papers, I would now say welcome, then I'll now start reading his bio. Yes. So just have everything on standby. Hmm? So I think I'm going to say something like, right now I'm going to go over his bio. So this is why. So you can just, once I say bio, you can just bring up his bio so that. So I'll just give you guys maybe it's like seconds. So I'll just say maybe one or two words after that. Hello, everybody. My name is Enobongo Person, and today we are having the second live session for FTLD Zero Academy. And as usual, we are bringing to you the best persons, the ones with the most expertise. And today we have with us Akan Idaresit, and he will be taking us on the culture of organization. But before we get started, I hope you're all with your pens. I hope you're all with your notebooks, or at least a system to take down notes, because like you saw last time, we'll be having a lot of information to give to you today. So let's go over what and who Akan Idaresit is. So we'll be going over his bio together. Akan Idaresit is the founder of Akan Brown Studios. He studied civil engineering in the University of Uyo, popularly known as UNIO. He has been in business for over 3 years, completing over 300 projects, and he has made over $200,000 in freelancing. He loves to encourage young people who are talented and hungry to go into the world, break boundaries in religion, distance, traditional schooling, and parenting. And over the years, he has understood the concept of making money from the US, from Z to A and not A to Z. So, as you can all see, and as you're about to hear, he knows the beginning, or he knows the end from the beginning. So he's the best person to talk to you all about the culture of organization. And we'll be looking at business model, organizational structures, mission and values, and company values. So sit back, relax, and get ready with your questions, because this session will definitely be all that you need to know and more. Okay, so let's go over to Akani Idaresit.
Yes.
How are you doing
I'm very
today?
fine, thank you. Good to see you after a
Thank
long
you
time.
so much. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Okay, so we are going to start from the fundamentals of business, and I have a few questions.
Yes, please. Very
Okay,
ready to respond.
great. So, my first question today is, what are the essential components of a successful business?
Okay. First of all, every business is supposed to have a problem they are trying to solve and a market that has that problem. So until you have a market that has a problem you're trying to solve, you should not be in business and you should not have any business. So like you mentioned earlier, business is from Z to A, not from A to Z. So there should be the problem, and the problem should have a very large amount of people who have that problem and very hungry for the solution and willing to pay for the solution before you start the business. And after that, there should be another set of people, which should be you and your team. I mean, the business owner and their team, who have all the tools, the hunger to solve these problems, and they are very um, you have to love these people with the problem, because if you don't listen to them, if you don't love them, you will not be there to solve their problem. They always go to where there is solution. So the solution is not only you being able to solve their problem, but being able to listen and happy to solve their problems. So it's a combination of solutions and problems and solutions. So let me go back. First, there needs to be a market of people with problems, eager for solution, and there needs to be a team with the solution, eager to help. Good. Now the problem and then the solution. Now this solution should be structured, because if it's not structured, you'll get tired, especially when there's a lot of people with a problem. Like I said first, there should be a lot of people, and when you're well known, yes, so many people want you to solve the problem, and if you're not well structured, you will not be able to to last in business, first of all. And secondly, even the people that are helping you to solve these problems will be tired of you. That's why it needs to be well structured, and I think that's what we are here to talk about. Yes.
Thank you so much for that, Akan. So, like you've heard, first of all, there has to be a problem. Then you have to know the solution and be able to break this solution down into segments, and that is where structure comes in. And most importantly, you need to have a love for the audience you're trying to
Yes.
solve the problem, for. So thank you so much for that, Akan.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I know you've been in the business for 3 years officially, but I know you've had some experience, over 6 years of experience as well.
Yes.
So now we are talking to people who are learning, because FTL Designer Academy is an audience of people who are just beginning their tech career. Most of them have zero knowledge, most of them just have a few knowledge. So now we want to ask, how can entrepreneurs, how can they effectively conduct market research and identify this target audience, this market you've spoken of?
Okay, that's good. So when you're going in as a tech person, you just heard tech, and you want to join. I know a lot of people when they come to me, they say, I want to venture into a tech skill, blah blah blah. Which one should I do? I tell them that I cannot help you. I cannot tell you which one you should do. What I can do is tell you a lot of them, and then you go out and tell me the one you think you like, and then I can help you with how you can make money from it because I know very well how to get those people. So yes, so let me start from the tech. When in Akwa Ibom State today and around the world, especially in Akwa Ibom because that's where I live, they say they want to join tech. The first skill everybody has is UI UX. Why? I think it's very easy to become a UI UX person. I'm not here to fight the UI UX people, but I think it shows me how lazy you are when you say you're a UI UX person without knowing what UI UX is. So first of all, before you start any business, you should have made money with the business on paper. If you have not made money with the business on paper, you should have a mentor that has made money and you saw that the mentor made money and you're doing exactly what this mentor is doing and you will make money. But if you do not have any mentor, when I mean mentor, I mean somebody who is driving you like a baby, back to back, telling you what to do. You have to make the money on paper first. And that is the Z to A. People who want to go into business because they saw that or they hear that there is money in tech, but they do not do their research. They do not know where the money is going to be made first. So now let me use an example. I'll start from UI UX because there's a lot of UI UX. Even in this room, there's probably a UI UX person here. So first of all, in UI UX, let me use business. Let me not say UI UX. In business, what do you want to do? You want to make money. Good. Where do you want to get this money from? From people that have problems, because you can't make money, you can only take money from who has been happy that you've been able to help them. So money is just being transferred. So yes, you want to get money from people that have problems that you want to solve. Good. The goal is money. That is the end. And how do you want to get this money? From people. Which people? Using UI UX, it should be people who maybe they have a product, maybe SaaS product, maybe an app. So they want to make sure that the people who will be using these apps are enjoying and they are not looking for something, they cannot find it. And then they can easily navigate their apps, their websites, and any product. And yes, you want to come back because it's very easy to navigate through the site and it's beautiful, so you can stay longer. So that means people that have apps and products that they want to sell. Now, where are these people? You may not easily find these people first time, but then these people always go to people that build apps. So you can first of all find people who build apps. Please, anybody that you are building app for, in case they want something easier, I know that you build apps, but I can do UI UX. So if you have a client that needs UI UX, I can help you. I can do the first work for you for free so that you can see what I can do. So good, now you've gone to the secondary level of people who need this service. So now there are people that are already going to them because they build the apps, but then they need the UI UX as well. So now when they come for them for the apps, they introduce it to them because they want somebody who is more specialized in the UI UX. You get. So that's the secondary grade of people who can get you money, because they are always getting these people that will get you money, which is the primary people. So after a long time, you now learn, because you're conversing with this person that's giving you these people. You now learn about who they are, where they are, and what they like to get. So now you're getting to learn about them, because you always think you know them, but you do not know them. Even me, when I went into business officially, I was always thinking I knew who wanted my service. But until I went there, I found out that I did not know who they were. So they were very different from who I thought they were. So now these people, they go to the app developers or web designers to build their apps or websites or whatever product it is. But they want a cleaner interface, something that people can navigate and want to stay longer. So that is where you come. And in the process of working with this person who introduced you to these people for a long time, you get to know who they are. And you think you know who they are, but you do not know who they are yet. You just know the first person that brought you, maybe the first person you're working with. And so you now ask yourself, you duplicate this person from their age, very important, from the location, even what they like to wear, where they like to go. Do they attend national gatherings? Do they like politics? Are they married? Are they married and became divorced? Are they single? Do they have gray hair? Do they speak more than one language? Are they always in the country every week, or are they traveling places? All these questions, when you answer them, you know exactly who this person is, and then you try. You don't think you have it all correct. That's when you try to go and see if going with this data you have now, you can get one person. So that's when you start talking with many people that have these characteristics of this first person that you took to kind of replicate, and you find out that that is not the person. So that is now your lead generation process of getting these people, talking with them, and seeing that one person finally says, yes, I'm interested. So now, from interest, you're getting closer to knowing the person. You're close, but you're not there yet. You're getting closer to knowing who this person is. So let me rephrase. So the first person was the app guy that introduced you because you can do the UI UX, and now you're now getting more of, you're trying to get closer to the person who is coming with the job to the app guy, so that you get the work directly by yourself. So now you've duplicated the first person that you got. You're trying to replicate all their information, all their data and demographics, so that you can get finally one person by yourself. And then finally one person comes in, is interested, but does not have the money. Yes, because there are people like that. There are a lot of people like that. But you should not worry. You've made progress. One person is interested. So now you still find people like this person that is interested. So now you've now learned that it is not just everybody who I thought it was before. You're now narrowing down to, maybe you've now removed that the person, yes, they all travel around the world because they are meeting people who want to invest in their product, but also they have children. They always have children. So always bring in, when you're having a conversation with any of them, you always bring in, how's the family? Are you with two children or so? When you find out that yes, this person has two children, then you're closer. So you always come up with that kind of conversation to find out if this person is your kind of person. And then the next thing you should know in business is that business is, it's not just somebody coming to pay for your service. Business is two human beings, that one person has a problem and one person has a solution. You need to understand that business are human beings communicating. Every business today is human beings communicating. The reason why I'm here today is because somebody here who knew me made it easy for me to be here. I was very happy to be here, and that's how business is. So when somebody is coming with their problems, you need to take the person not like somebody that is going to give you money, but somebody that is coming to you because you're the doctor of their problem. So now you need to build a relationship with that person. So now you're now building relationship, because even if this person does not pay, the person, whenever they have problems, they will remember that this person was communicating with me like my fellow human being, not like I was going to give them money. And then yes, the relationship is being built. So in this process of finding the person that will pay you money, you should just be making friends. Making friends, because you cannot just meet somebody today, tell them that you do my term, I do 3D animation, that we do animations for manufacturing company, and say, okay, good, I need an animation, take my money. No, it doesn't happen that way. The person have it at the back of their mind that yes, this person does this kind of thing. Maybe, don't forget, maybe when I have that kind of need, I will come to you, because they may have that kind of need, and you're not the person they remember to talk, because they've talked to like 200,000 other people. Yes. So you always have to be in their face. That's the next step. So when you've built that first relationship, being friendly at first, the next thing is trying to be there so that whenever that problem comes up, you're the first person they remember when they want the solution. So in this building relationships, you don't need to be pushy, you don't need to be salesy. You just need to want to identify their problem. And you also want to be friendly. And you should not be 60-70 on anyone, you should be 50-50. Because if the person is desperate for the problem, they will come to you. So for now, you should not be pondering mostly on what we can do for you. You should be mostly on how you can help for free. Yes. So now we've talked about the people. We now want to see how we can get them to pay. So you give them something of value first, not just something that everybody can give out. Something that when they hold it, they're like, wow, if this person gave me this stuff for free, that means they have so much more they can give me when I pay them. So that's the trick there. And when you're doing it, you should not do it like the person is owing you, because the person may never come back. And also, you should not give all. You should always keep that gap, and that gap is going to determine if they will come back or not. So there should be something that they want, something that you're like, okay, let's make this a project officially. Looks like you have all the knowledge I've been looking for. You're the right person to solve this for me. What do you want from me? Good, that's what you should want. So you're giving the person answers to their questions without answering all the questions. So now you've been able to bring somebody that you think fits your demographics. You've been able to be friendly with them. You've been able to show them that you can solve that problem. You allow them to go, but you should always be in front of them. Now, being in front of them means being active on social media, posting. You can also send them messages via email. You can use LinkedIn. If your target audience are on Facebook, that's the best place to be posting. If they are not there, you should not post where the wrong people will be looking at you. Because I see some people that have businesses, but they post it all on WhatsApp. The people on WhatsApp are people that know you, which is fine. But the people that don't know you, that need you, will never see you, except someone else posts it, and then that other person is on their contact list. So you should look for where they are. So if you're targeting fashion brands, they're always on Instagram, because yes, I want to show my people. Everybody likes the camera stuff. They want to be out there colorful, so it's Instagram. Sometimes TikTok now is ruling in everything, so you have to be on TikTok. Even if you are not in fashion or any niche you should be on TikTok, because yes, TikTok is the next big thing, they say. And if they are old people, business people that do not use social media like that, you should be on LinkedIn. If they are family people, friends of friends of friends, and people go on Facebook and they think Facebook is dead. Facebook is not dead, still generating maybe the most amount of money if you put your money there for traffic. Yes, because people go there, they say it's for friends and friends and friends. They don't want noise, they just want to talk with their old friends. But when something beautiful comes out, they want to buy. So you should be there if that's where your target audience are. And if they are on Twitter, I don't know, I think anything software, they're always on Twitter somehow. Yes, you should be there too. So you should know where they are, and you should always be posting there, so that when they see your stuff, they remember you. They will just be remembering you, but they are not ready to commit yet, because it's not time. When it is time, they will enter your DM very happy, ready to commit. So that's what you're looking for. So in business, you should try to observe everything you're doing as a business owner and be documenting it, because the great business owner are the people that have duplicated themselves into parts, and now they are not doing one thing anymore. They've duplicated themselves. That this part of me is now in Enobong, this part of me is in Akan, this part of me is in Divine Favor, is in someone else, is in Miracle. So I know that if Miracle comes to me with a question, it was something I was doing very well, but I want Miracle to be better than me, because now she's specializing. I was doing everything initially, And that was why I was able to introduce them to these parts of the work. And eventually, she's now doing it as her own work. So she should specialize, doing more research, and also learning things that I did not know. Of course, years are passing, new things are coming up. So it's only the person who is looking for the new thing that knows more than you. So also, you should always leave room for people who are new to bring in something new, not be rigid and always stick with what you have. Yeah, so any move you're making, you should be documenting because you have to duplicate yourself. And after documenting all these things, you should now have a routine for each phase of bringing in people. Now, when the first client comes in, you're now entering the big part, which is solving the problem. You should be you the business owner, because yes, I'm talking to people who are starting businesses, young people. You probably do not have any money. You should be the person that handles the work, and you should, as well as I said, document every process. You should know the kind of language they speak. They are not going to be speaking your language. They want solutions. So you should not be using jargons from your niche. You should rather be speaking languages of I can solve your problem, I can make it look beautiful, I can make it work, I can make it fast, I can make you save money, save time. That's what they want. Not bringing in stuffs like what should I say, Java, CSS, those all those things. Unless they know it, there's no need to talk about that with them because they don't know what all those things are. All they know is that their website is slow, or people are not staying long on their apps. They want to stay, they want to enjoy. They don't understand what to press when they come. So yes, that's why you should be speaking with them during the process, and also be documenting it because you're now going to have a fulfillment team that will now be taking on that role. When you complete a successful project and you have documented the process, you have entered the big part of being a business owner in tech. So the A part was bringing in somebody, you didn't know where to find them. Finally, you went through the secondary part, somebody who they come to. And then when you see the kind of person that came, you now did your research to get more of that person. And then you tried talking with more of those people. You talk with them, they are not ready, but you always try to be in their faces. Finally, somebody comes to you, and finally they pay, become a paying client. You're now working on their project. You go through their project carefully, not using so many jargons like I said, but rather be solution oriented, speaking the language they can understand, and document your process because you're now going to have a fulfillment team. Good. So now this fulfillment team is probably going to be the designers, the programmers, the developers, front end, back end. In my own case, is the animators, the character designers, the 3D modelers, and project manager. Yes, you need all those kind of people. So what you do is that during the process of documenting everything you did, you break it down for each person. And now all these people, when you finally have them, they have to be managed by somebody. Could be the creative director, it could be the, which other director is always there? There's another as director. There are many other directors depending on the kind of work you're doing. But there's always somebody who directs, who have done it before alone, and then they are now working hand in hand with the different people, the back end guys, the front end guys, the developers and designers. And then they are the ones that are going to be communicating with the project manager because the project manager can somehow understand the language better but will not be able to speak with all the artists or developers. Rather, they can speak with the director. And now, when the director converses the information to the project manager will take the information to the client in the language they will understand. The reason why you need all these people is because of quality assurance, and they should always be specialized people in each field. And that's why you should document each process you went through. When you document each process and you splitted them and you turn them into people, successful people, who are you? Who, it's like you duplicated yourself, and you see how your business is running out of nothing. So you did not know how to find somebody. Finally, you found somebody, and you finally succeeded in completing a project, and you now know how it works. You now have a team of people who do it for you. And then the next thing is maintaining them, because they are human beings and problems will come. Now, what are the problems? Age is a problem, religion is a problem, education is a problem, communication is also a problem. A project manager always thinks that everything should be done fast because the client wants the project done fast. But the designer and the developer, they know that if you want it fast, you're not going to get quality, but you're also looking for quality. Now, the files that are shared from this point to this point to this point is passing through different hands, and one person will be waiting at some point before he reaches them, and he has to pass through different hands before he finally reaches the client. So for the project manager, they will now have to be communicating in a way that the client will always be rest assured that, hey, my project will be completed. So that's still a very important skill that you'll be documenting each meeting you have, each review meeting you have, and see how it went, so that you can work on it again and keep working on it. So when a successful project is finalized with you alone, you move to the next stage, your successful project with your team, and then you now start going deeper to the problems that you want to improve on, like speed. Speed sometimes will be compromised with quality, but the truth is, it can actually happen that there is no compromise. It's perfect and it's fast. So you can only know how to go through that when you've solved all those problems. And you think you know the problems you're solving, you don't know. Rather, you find out in the process of going. I've heard some business sayings that if you have everything ready for a business, that means it's not a business for you. So when you go into the business and you're not ready, it means that you're in the right place. I think I've said so much here. I think you look like your mouth is itching. You want to ask some more questions, but I can go on and on and on. So please come again with another question, and maybe you will go back to this.
Thank you so much for that, Akan. So, like he has said, he has touched a lot of my questions already. He went from conducting market research, in identifying your target audience, to even maintaining them. So he said, as a business person or as an entrepreneur who is looking to enter into business, the first thing in identifying your target audience is that there is no first thing, because there is a whole lot of things to put in consideration. There are factors in identifying your target audience, from their age to their demographic to their family, a whole lot. So you have to bring all of these things, write it down, list all of them, and then try to target them by picking out a person, a user persona, and it has to be a live person. So when you pick out this person that you're looking at, test this person, ask the person questions, look at the key things. You have a list of things already from this target audience. You've listed out a list of things, but now you're looking at one person, you're asking the questions to get which of them you're crossing out and which of them you're maintaining. So when you now do that, you now have this more accurate list for your target. Then after that is done, you can now start going out and finding more people like the first person you found, and see how best this person relates with the product and relates with the solution that you're providing. And then from there, you can solve more problems, document, ask the right questions, and hopefully more accurately you're going to get the solutions or the goal that you want. It might be money, it will be money, but it is all up to you to identify your company's goals and what you can provide. So thank you so much for that, Akan.
You're welcome.
Okay, so my next question, as they're learning, our FZA students, they are learning a lot of things. So one of the things that we want them to know as they are going into business, as they are starting their career, are the qualities they need to look out for. So you've talked about communication, yes? So I want you to give us some other list of qualities that you think they should have as a successful entrepreneur, and how these qualities can be developed.
Okay, if you're not stubborn, if you are not proud, you should not be in business. Successful business person is stubborn and proud. Why? Because when you go in, everybody is going to think it's not going to work, and it's probably not going to work unless you're stubborn. And the more they tell you it's not going to work, your pride will make you say, okay, I see that you think it's not going to work. I'm going to show you if it's going to work. You need to be proud. You need to be stubborn. Why I say stubborn is because you're going to disrespect a lot of people. People who made you. People who think they made you. Yes. So you need to be stubborn. You need to be proud. Good. That's the first step. And with your stubbornness and pride, you will just be alive. You just be surviving. Good. So now the next thing you need to know is you need to be open that you are learning. You do not know everything, even if you watched it on YouTube and saw that this person is making millions of dollars and they say that this thing is working. It was working and it may still be working, but may means may not. It may not also be working again. So you need to be open to learning any new thing that is happening. Like now we are in the age of AI. If you're not using AI for anything in your business, you have lost. You should somehow be using AI one way or the other because it reduces, it makes you fast, and then it gives you the base for anything you want to work on very fast. So you're not in that early stages for so long. You've already entered into your final stages very fast because AI has done the early stages for you already. Yes, AI may not be everything, but it's very important. Also, you should be lazy. Now, I'm mentioning all the things that people will not imagine that that's what you need. Why would you be stubborn? Why would you be proud? And why would you be lazy? You need to be lazy because if your business depends on you, your business will fail because you need to be 100% every day, every time, and it is almost impossible. You will break down, you will be busy, you will not be at the right mind every time. Sometimes you will not be ready, you will not be in the mood, you may not have the capacity to be able to stay up, you will be tired, you'll be bored, you want to do something else. You may have all the things you need, but you don't want to work at that time. And that's why if your business depends on you and you alone, you will fail. So you need to be lazy. Laziness will help you know that you want somebody to do this for you. You want somebody to take on this for you. And then with all your documentation, that's when you're able to replicate these people. You may think this person will work for you by recommendation or because the person had the skill, but then you don't know until you find out. So don't be scared of trying things. And that is another characteristics of a real business person. You should not be scared of making mistakes. You should be open for mistakes. Accept that when you do it, anything that happens, you take responsibility. Of course, if it happens well, you'll be very happy. But if it does not happen well, you will learn. So you're not losing in any way. And of course, I'm talking with young people, so you're not desperate. You just want to start now. And you're not starting now to make money. You're starting now to pay for all your mistakes with your time. And later on, all your mistakes will pay you for being there. Yes. So you'll be making mistakes. You'll be trying out things. And also you'll be bringing in people that you think you trust. And then you'll be taking note of what is working and what is not working. And then yes, that comes to the next step. And that is one thing I always do. Some of my friends tell me that I should take on a new niche entirely because you have to be taking data of anything that is happening. You have to be keeping data. You have to be able to use any data processing software, maybe Excel or Google Sheets. Because if all these things are happening, you're taking notes but you're not taking data. You don't know the logic behind what is happening. But when you see that you put in A and you wrote down A and you got 2 as a number, but you put in C and you got 4 as a number, and you need more numbers, then you need to know that you should stop using A. But you won't remember this because you're human unless you documented it. So as a real business person, you should also be taking down notes. You should also be a very good user of Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel. I think there's Airtable, many of them. But then use one that you're conversant with, and then you're able to teach somebody. Maybe an industrial, they call it industry standard. Yes, because someone else is already learning it. And if you use a software that nobody is learning, and you introduce it, like I don't know this one. I already started using this one. Transitioning from this software to another software may be difficult for them. So use the software people are already using so that when you're looking for someone to take on that role, they were already using the software. So, you need to be open to learning. You need to be open to trying out things. And then you will learn. So you need to be lazy. Laziness will help you know that you want somebody to do this for you. You want somebody to take on this for you. And then you'll be able to You should be stubborn, you should be proud, you should be lazy, you should be taking notes, you should be documenting data, you should be fearless, and you should be responsible, and you should not want to waste time. Yeah, this one is a problem also because the people that don't waste time, they make a lot of mistakes. But the people that don't make any mistakes waste time. So there should be a balance between taking time and being fast. So you're not too fast to take action and you're not too slow to take action, because if you're too slow, I think the problems that come with being slow is more than the problems that come with being too fast. So just be in the middle of it. Make sure you're doing your research before you take action. And when you take action and it doesn't work, you've paid to learn what does not work. You're one step ahead of knowing what will work. So yes, those are all the things you need to, those are the characteristics you need to have. And I don't know if there are more, but over time I think I'll remember more of them. And also you should be able to strike in conversations. You should be able to talk to people. If you're a business person and you don't know how to talk to people, you will fail. And let me use somebody that wants to start sewing clothes, or somebody that is a tailor, or what they call them, fashion designer. You start sewing clothes, you didn't even do the Z part of the business. You should make money from sewing clothes on paper first before sewing clothes. So how do people make money from sewing clothes? They make clothes for people who like to dress, who like to look good. Now you have to reach out to people who like to look good. Where are they? In Akwa Ibom State in Nigeria, I think you see them a lot in churches. You go to churches, everybody's dressing so fine. And guess what? Tailors are failing people every day. They say Amaka no they disappoint past tailor. Say tailor they disappoint past Amaka. So yes, a tailor is going to fail. So you need to reach out to people that are dressing beautiful. I like your dress. How much did you make this for? I would like to have. They will tell you how much. Now you have an idea how much you can charge this kind of person. Who is sewing your clothes for you? Now you know the person that is sewing their clothes for them. You can also collaborate with people who are already having business. Say, okay, when you have too much load, I can help you. And then finally, you now know that they are going to this church. You tell them, see, this dress fits you, and I have this material. I can sew this clothes for you. How much will you pay me for me to sew this clothes for you? A lot of people will tell you, no, I'm not ready. But guess what? If you talk to 1 million people, 100 will answer you. But can you talk to 1 million people? Maybe yes, you find your way. So yes, you made the money on paper first. You know that the people that make clothes by sewing clothes for the people that make money from sewing clothes make money by sewing clothes for people who like to dress good. Where are they? Occasions, weddings, churches. You can't stay in your house and know that somebody is going to need clothes and then you go and appear in the person's front. I'm here, I want to sew your clothes, give me your money. You have to look for where they are. But you can't go and stand in front of them and they understand that, oh, I think this person wants me to give them money to sew my clothes. You have to talk. That's where my point was coming from. You have to be somebody that is able to start conversations. Somebody that is able to keep conversations, not end the conversations. If you start a conversation and it has not reached where you want it to go to, you have to keep the conversation till it reaches where you want to go to, because your agenda is to make money. Even though you don't tell them, you come in friendly, but you have one agenda: to survive, to make money. Yes, so you should be able to start conversations and keep conversations. So when you meet these people in these occasions, you're able to tell them what you do, how you do it. They will not agree immediately because it's so awkward. As somebody you met the first time, maybe the second time just gives you that money. It's almost impossible. It has to take time. So don't forget, you have to be in front of them. So maybe having their number, they have your number as well. You send them a message on WhatsApp and ensure they save your number. You keep on posting, and when they see your status, they remember, oh, this person makes clothes. One day, your time will come where they will give you their money. And yes, it also started from conversations. As a business person, you have to be able to start conversations. Do not be afraid. One day I was in a bus and we were in front of a traffic light, and I saw this boy carrying this transparent bucket of pure water. sachet water. I was like, if I take my business like this, I will make more money. This boy is not, I can pay for the whole bucket and he will still come back tomorrow. And the money will finish even before he leaves the place. But why is he here under the sun? Not ashamed. And then that was where I got the mentality of hawking your business. Post, 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 post. Even if it does not have meaning. There's something posting is doing. It's not giving meaning. Posting does one job, maybe the rest of the job it does, but the one job posting does is making people remember you. They will remember you that you do what you do. So keep posting, they will remember you. Can post one time a day, but somebody's posting 6 times a day. Somebody's posting 20 times a day. If you're posting one time a day and you think you're doing too much, fine. You see those people, their WhatsApp status, you don't know when it begins and when it ends. Dot 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 dot. You think they are doing too much. You guys not doing too much. I hope you are making money. So you have to be in front of the people that want you to do something for them in the future, the people that you want to collect their money from them in the future, so that they remember you, because you're not the only person in business. You and 200,000 other people are struggling for that one person. Yes. So another feature you need to possess as a business person, you need to be able to resolve problems, because problems will come. When you're trying to make somebody work with you, you usually promise them heaven and earth, and then eventually you see that I wish I did not promise. This person is looking for what is not possible. It's not possible. How can you tell this person that that thing is not possible when you already told them that it was possible? You need to be able to speak English or whatever language you're speaking, your client's language, so that they understand. Because it's not just talking, it's about communicating so that they understand. And the understanding is leading to one thing, so that they agree and resolve the problem that comes, because problems will come. If you're able to solve problems with your clients, you're able to solve problems with your workers, resolve problems, then you're able to maintain a business. Another character you have to possess is you have to be able to sympathize with people. I've had workers that I don't know why they always stick around, but somebody told me that maybe one of the characters I possess is sympathy. You have to be able to be in their shoe and know what they are going through, so that you're able to help them. Because business is actually a cult. So if your business is not a cult, you've not reached where it should be. It should be a cult that your workers are able to fight for you. Your workers are able to die with you. That means when you are sad, they are sad. When you're happy, they are happy. When you reach that level in your business, you've made it. Because even when you don't have money, they want to do something to bring the money. Yes. So you should be able to sympathize with them. You should be able to put yourself in their shoes, your workers I'm talking about, and able to communicate with them and make them feel good. And sometimes it's a sacrifice. I have appeared in locations where I would not be ready to do that even if I prepared, but I had to appear because they were my people. I have sent some money that I had to give even when I did not have, because they were my people. I have done some stuff that I have done even though I would never believe I would do them, because they were my people. So in your business, you're building a cult, and then you need to be able to shed your skin to cover their skin. Yes, because if they are your people, they will return the favor. Of course, you want your business to last, so you need to play the long game. It may not be now, but it will happen later. Yeah. And another characteristics you have to be as a business person is that you need to be able to smell opportunities. When you're watching something, someone is watching with you, they are seeing what you're watching, but you're not watching that stuff. You're seeing through the TV. You're seeing an opportunity. You're smelling that, oh, okay, this location they are mentioning in the news is where there are problems. Okay, I have to be there. How can I get there? Who is there already that can help me get there? Who is there that knows what happens there? I should contact so that I get there. So you should be able to smell opportunities. You're talking with somebody, they mention something, but you're listening to what they are saying even more diligently because you smell opportunity. So you should be always open eye for opportunities. Yes, that's one of the characteristics you should have as a business person going into business tech entirely. And you should take tech like business, not like a skilled person. And when you take it like a skilled person, you'll get tired. But if you take it more like a business person, you'll survive. Maybe other points will come up, but for now, I think I've exhausted them.
Wow. Thank you so much, Akan, for that. Akan is speaking from a personal point of view because he has seen these things, he has experienced them, and he knows what will work and what will not work. So he started by making us know those things that people normally they would run away from. Things like being stubborn, things like being proud, things like staying away from people. A lot of these things are things that normally.
Laziness.
Yes, and even being lazy. But then he now elaborated on why these things are important. Things like laziness. He made us know that when you're lazy, you're able to delegate responsibilities to other people, to replicate yourself in other people. That way, your business does not depend on you. So when you're able to document what you're going through as a UI personnel, as a web developer, as a community manager, it's always important for you to document, make documentations. What one went well, what did not go well, where were the mistakes made, where do you need to improve on. So all these things, when you document them, you can now tell the next person. That is why even as a project manager, we make documentations of everything. And it was while I was at Akan Brown Studios, because I was privileged to work at Akan Brown Studios in my 200 level, and that was where I learned a lot of skills that I'm putting into practice today. So you need to document. You need to be able to tell the next person what to do, and even tell them in a better way, so that even when you're not available, they can do those things. He also mentioned communication. As somebody that is going into business as an entrepreneur, you should be able to reach out to people, ask questions, identify their pain points. So we've already spoken about how to get your target audience. So this is another way of identifying your target audience. When you're able to talk to these people to know what their problem is, you'll be able to know where to solve it, and even take them away from those other people that they were patronizing. And then he also spoke about posting. A lot of people these days do not post what they are doing. I remember sometime last year I did a 90 days challenge, project management, and I believe that